in your mind, you have a business idea that you want to bring to life? Anybody? Anybody who has a business that you want to bring to life, a business you want to flesh out? Anybody? Go and type 1 on the comment section. You have a business, or you're currently running a business right now. Go and type 1 on the comment section. Anyone like that? Anyone? We don't have business people here. Okay? Or you have a business idea that you want to start. Okay, fantastic. Ngozi Ogbonna, Engineer Bob. All right, fantastic. Now, Ngozi, what kind of business do you have in mind, or do you want to start? Can you share with us on the comment section? What kind of business do you have in mind that you want to start? Engineer Bob, what business are you running? What business do you have idea of, or you're currently running, or you want to expand? Can you type it on the comment section so that we can quickly do this illustration? Let's do this. Ngozi, what business? Engineer Bob, what business? So that we can take it step by step and get the main understanding. Splendid, what business? Emanuela, what business? What business? What business? Can we quickly do this? Jack Martins, what business? Digital printing and training, fantastic. So you want to start digital printing and training. How much? What are the things you need to do? What are the things you need to have in place? Cosmetic and boutique. What? Splendid. Can you help me itemize the things you need to be in place for you to be able to start cosmetic and boutique business? Number 1, what do you need? Number 2, what's the next thing you need? Number 3, number 4, can you itemize it like that so that we can hold on from there and get this better illustration? Can you do that? So Engineer Bob, what do you need? Itemize it. If you want to go into digital training and printing business, what do you need to enable you start? What do you need? Chicken feed production, okay? So what do you need? All right, so if someone wants to come into your line of business, what do I need to have in place? How much capital? What do I need to have in place? Can you help me itemize it? I'm going somewhere, and that will help us to get a better clarity on what we are talking about this morning. What do you need to have in place to be able to maximize that? Okay, boutique. Can you itemize that? What do you need to have in place to be able to have a business? That business you have in mind, what do you need to have? Capital? Well, how much capital do you need? Where are the capital, the money you need, where are you going to channel them into to be able to flesh out that business idea? Anybody? Okay, capital, accessories, customers. Okay, so capital, Splendor, how much capital? How much accessories do you need? How much, what do you need to do? How much do you need to invest to be able to get customers? What are the strategies you can leverage on to get customers into your business? And how much will it cost you to get all those things in motion? How much? Can we attach prices to it? Can we attach prices to it? I need us to have this understanding of what it takes to start a business, right? Starting business, of course, it is capital intensive. You need capital, you need machines and customers. So Ngozi Ogbonna, can you sit down and put figures to these things you have highlighted? It's capital intensive. How much is the capital? What do you need? How do you want to start? How much can you say if you have this now, you can start effectively, you can flesh out that business and bring it to life? Can we go? Can we go? Engineer Bob, I'm still waiting for yours. How much do we need to have to be able to get all those things started? Your boutique business, your catering business, okay, 5 million, then adverts to get customers. All right, splendid, we are getting somewhere. 5 million, is it for renting or to source the items you need? So can you break it down? The space you're going to run the business, the items you need, then marketing. Can you put figures into this? Can you put figures into this? Thank you, Splendid. for being prompt? Can you put figures? Okay, for a start. All right. So let's work with Slendy. 10 million to start. Fantastic. Now, if you start a business with 10 million, how long are you willing to invest your time in that business to nurture it, to grow it, to the point where that business can start producing? How long would you be willing to nurture that business? How long would you be willing to tend that business? That 10 million naira business you started, if that business is not yielding in the first month, will you abandon it? Splendid. Will you abandon it? Yes or no? You started a business with 10 million and it's not yielding in month 1. Will you abandon it? What if it doesn't yield in month 2? Will you abandon it? Yes or no? What if it doesn't yield in month 3? Will you still abandon it? Your 10 million naira worth of business, will you abandon it? What if it doesn't yield in month 4, month 5, month 6? Will you abandon it? Okay, so let's be realistic. You've started a 10 million naira worth of business. How long, from experience, how long do you think it's going to take you to make that 10 million profit back? How long? How long? Do you have any idea, Splendor? How long will it take you to make back that 10 million from your business? Do you have any idea in mind? Do you have any? 5 years. Wow. Now, is it possible you also spend 5 years and you don't make that 10 million? I'm not saying make 10 millions in sales. I'm talking of making 10 million in profit. Is it possible you also spend 5 years and you're not making 10 million in profit? Is it possible? Is it possible? Fantastic. So now the question is this. How come people have the patience to stick with a business for 5 years to be able to make their profit, as in their startup, not even profit, back, and they lack the patience to stay with our business, even for 1 year to make it work? How come? Who can tell me the idea? Who have any idea? Just share with me on the comment section. How is it that people have the patience to stay in a business for 5 years and they lack that same patience to stay in our business for 5 years? How is it possible? How is it possible? Engineer Bob said, how many, as in, okay, Engineer Bob has dropped his own estimates. Office 1 million, staff 300,000 per month, digital printers 25 million, computer system 5 million, miscellaneous 2 million, so everything 33 million. Now, pay attention. You've started a business with 33 million. How long do you think it will take you to get the capital back from that business? How long, Engineer Bob? How many years? Thank you very much. Because our business is cheaper. Guys, write this somewhere. The price of entry is low, so the exit point is also there, is easy, right? When the price of what you use in starting your business is just the price of a hair. In fact, some hair are even costly than the price people are using to start the business. 80,000 naira hair is more like within the range of the cheapest hair out there in the market. So when someone is looking at this one hair, right? And the pain, how serious they are going to take that particular business is directly proportional to how they value the startup costs. Because huge money is involved. So when you're talking of 33 million to set up a printing press, when you're talking about 10 million to set up a boutique, you know that the price of entry is high. And you are ready. In fact, you don't need any motivator. You need somebody, Engineer Bob. You need somebody to motivate you and say, you have to show up for your business. You need a motivator for a business of 33 million. You don't need any motivation. Trust me. In fact, you need zero motivation to get that business running because of how much you started with the business. How many of us started with ED 2.0? If you started with ED 2.0, type 2.0. Yes, you have that I die here mentality. when you start your business with huge capacity. If you started with ED 2.0 and you have 15 accounts, type ED 2.0 and 15. ED 2.0 and 15. You started with ED 2.0 and you have 15 accounts, type ED 2.0 and write 15 by the side. Now, if you started with ED 3.0 and you don't have up to Digiverse, Technoverse, Megaverse, just type ED 2.0 and then write 0 by the side. You started with ED 3.0 and you don't have up to Digiverse, Technoverse, Megaverse, type ED 2.0 and write 0 by the side of it. I'm not seeing ED 3.0 people. They're no longer typing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need any prophet to tell you that you can easily leave a business when the startup capital is low. So this came to my mind yesterday, and I'm asking, we got people who were even students to upgrade to 15 accounts. We got people to even borrow to upgrade to 15 accounts. What is the challenge right now? So I need to let you understand that you are not doing your downline any favor. You're not helping them to save money when they are starting with one profit center. Rather, you're preparing them for failure. When you allow your downlines to start with one profit center, and after pre-starter guide, you don't have a review with them, you don't make them understand the importance of upgrading, you're cooking them up for failure. You're preparing them for failure. It's more like when you have chicken, right? And you're breeding them for Easter or for Christmas. You're buying feed, you're feeding them. They are growing. Today, you carry them up, you weigh them. It's weighing 5 kg today. Tomorrow, you go and buy feed. They say to give them this formula, you're giving them this formula, you're giving them everything, and your aim and expectation is to kill them for Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have your downlines and they are not upgrading, when you have your downlines and they are sticking with one profit center, you are feeding them for Christmas. Go and type it in the comment section. You're feeding them for Christmas. You're nurturing them. You are allowing their excuses to rob them of their future. You're enabling them. And all that is going to look like the love you have in an orange. Oh, you bought an orange, it's very sweet, and then you peel it, you cut it, you squeeze out everything in that orange, and at the end, you trash it. You've not thought of it in that direction. That's practically what it is. Because when people start, and they're starting with the lowest entry points, they are just counting their days. They are counting their number of days. So why do we need to join the effective way? When you're joining the effective way, you're setting up yourself for success. You've come into those business, and the question is, are there people who are succeeding in those business? Yes or no? Yes. Are there people who are already living in the future, in a place where you want to be? Yes or no? Yes. So the gap between you and getting to that point where you set up yourself for success is starting the most effective way. So starting the most effective way is simply saying, I'm in this business to make it work. I am in this business to create every possibility for me. I am in this business to get the best that this business can offer. How many of you have sat down to calculate and you're looking at the maximum matches you can get in a day, and you're already making plans on when you will start getting that maximum? Or you're thinking the maximum earning is not for you? Assume success. So what is possible in this business? Whatever it is that exists that is possible in this business, assuming that you're eligible, you're qualified, you're capable of getting that success. So if you have that mindset, it will spring forth, it will help you to do an upgrade. So we are currently doing a campaign of activate or upgrade, right? If you don't have the highest, the highest number of package, which is the megaverse, the best thing you need to do is to do what? Upgrade. Start that way. So that tenacity, that staying power, that motivation that will come naturally when you're building a ₦1 million business will just come. You don't need anybody to push you. You naturally assume success in the business. Okay? So assume that you will find your way to the top of the compensation plan. Assume that you'll be an important leader in wherever you reside as far as this business is concerned. Assume that when they are mentioning the name of successful people in this business, the 50,000 multi-millionaires that are going to be raised in this business, your name is going to be written in that. Assume that success for yourself. And assume that you're going to be recognized as a player in your city. Assume that you're going to be known for the success you're going to create, for the lives you're going to touch, for the people you're going to help to emerge successfully in your team. And assume that you'll be invited to share your story in stage. Assume that you're going to be a global leader. So with this, you understand that I am not in this business to survive. I am not in this business to mark time. I am not in this business to just be there, to make up in number. I am in this business and I am heading to the top. I am heading to the top. So what does it mean to be in the top? You're in this business to crush all your goals. You're in this business to grab every opportunity that this business presents to you. You're in this business to succeed. You're in this business to be the best. You're in this business to win. And you are in this business to also help other people to achieve the success they desire in this business. So how do you start? If you have this mindset, you start with the highest level. Everybody go to the comment section and type that. Start with the highest level. Same way when you're considering starting a boutique, your minimum capital should be like 10 million, right? Same way when you're thinking of starting this business and you love the idea of the possibilities that this business can bring to you, the minimum way to start is to start with the highest level. Start with the highest level. And then if you have started already and you're not in the highest level, what do you need to do? Upgrade to the highest package. Upgrade to the highest package. This is a sure way to bring you closer to the success you're looking for in this business. Now, the question is, what story would you prefer to tell to the rest of your career? You're here for a very long thing. You're here to build a business that will be there in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years. What story would you love to share to your people? What story would you love your downlines, 10 generation downlines, 20 generation downlines? What story would you want them to hear? The story of I was very broke, I didn't even have the money. I only started with one profit center because that is what I can afford, and that is why I'm still in one profit center. Or you're telling stories of even though I was broke when I saw this opportunity, I didn't have the money. I borrowed to start with one profit center, and within so months, I pushed myself and I came up with the money and I upgraded to the highest package. Which story do you think is going to be more empowering for your career? The story of I started with one profit center and I stick with it because that's what I could afford. Or the story of I started with one profit center because that is all I can afford at that moment. And I pushed myself and I upgraded to the highest package. Which story do you think will help you raise more leaders in your organization? Story number one or story number two? Which one? Which one? So what kind of success do you want for yourself? What kind of success do you want to create? What kind of team members would you love to work with? If you want people that are going to give their all to make this business happen, become that person that is willing to give your all to create the success you want in this business. Become that person who is creating your story by yourself. Become that person. Become that person, right? So what are the possible ways I can actually rewrite my story? What can I do to raise the money to upgrade my account so that I can start knitting the story that I want to share within my organization? What do you want your people to follow? Would you want your people to say, oh, no, I didn't have the money. I even borrowed to start this one, and they relax with that? Or would you want your people to also push, just like you did, to upgrade from one profit center to the highest profit center? Make a list of all you need to do to come up with the registration cost. There are things you can do. There are skills you have. There are services you can render. In fact, you can even run this business. Take it as if I succeed or it's either I succeed or I succeed. And then do the activities and raise the money to upgrade from the business within a very short time. Give yourself a target. As you're even sharing the story, is motivating the people within your organization. Not running it with the attitude of, let me be running it now. Anytime I make the money, I will upgrade. Do everything possible to create that reality for yourself? What are you doing? You're setting the pace. You're making the people that will come after you to know that this is how we do this here. Make a list of 50 things you can do to help you upgrade. What can you do? Come up with ideas. What can you do to help you raise the money that is required of you to start up in the most effective way? What do I need to do to make that happen? Let's build the story that will give you the result you want. The narrative of A and the narrative of B. Which one will give you the result you want? And then which one would you want to build for yourself? The truth in this business is that when you create any level of success, your people will be motivated from that story and it will spur them into action. So the question is, what success story would you have? So assume success. When you assume success, what do I need to do to bring forth that success? When you consider this, so which story would I prefer to share to the people in my organization? And then number two, people will do what they see you do. So you started with one profit center and you're running peace center guide and you're telling them the power of multiple centers. You're just deceiving yourself. Because even the confidence, your confidence level will be shaken. Your belief to see by example and not just instructing people. Now, the next thing you need to understand is that the company created the highest package for a reason. And what is the goal? To help you have a higher success. That's a simple reason for creating the megaverse. Have you ever wondered when it comes to activating the earnings in the business? Megaverse, you don't even need plenty stress to activate it. All you need is just one. Because they understand that starting in that is more like top high profile people. Somebody was speaking to me and said, your business is for rich people. I said, you also intend to be rich, right? He said, yes, that means the business is also for you. So if there is an opportunity that you can say, this is for rich people. And the question is, what do you want? What are you intending to get in this business? If you're intending to be rich, if you're intending to be wealthy, if you're intending to be successful, that means you should be starting as a rich person. You should be starting as someone who is working towards building wealth. Have you ever thought of it in that direction? So if Megaverse is for rich people, if Megaverse is for people who have the money, and you're doing this business because you want the money, the best thing to do is actually to start with that, so that you can start building that culture within your organization. So number 4, you have a higher level for success with the highest package. And by starting with the highest package, as a naturally, you're creating a culture. You're telling your people, this is how we do it here. What is culture again? People's way of life, the way you do things. So what would you want your team to be known for? People who are starting with one profit center, maybe in 3-6 months, they drop off the business. Or people who are starting with the highest package, which one would you prefer? What culture do you want within your organization? What culture do you want within your team? Okay? So if you have someone who started with one profit center and you feel like you lack the confidence to actually explain the importance of upgrading to that person, get in touch with your leader and get your leader to do a 3-way call to explain the importance before it's too late for that person. So what culture would you want your organization to be known for? Create a good culture for your team. Remember, when the price of entry is low, the price of exit is just there, right? They can easily walk in and they can easily walk out. The same way that person who started a boutique business, who spent 10 million already, will not think of closing down that boutique, even in 2 years of not making the 10 million back as profit. Same way the person who just started a printing press business will stick until they are able to work out their 33 million. That is the same thing that happens in your business when you enter with the highest entry points. So the minimum, normally when people see things, what comes to their mind is, what's the minimum? It's natural, right? People like to play safe. Starting with the highest package and ensuring that you build an organization of people who also start with highest package help you get rid of the minimum disease. Try it. So another thing you need to understand is your commitment towards getting the success you want. What is your monthly commitment to success in this business? What is the minimum or the maximum possible thing you need to do to be able to start earning in this business? We have the Activate campaign, which is already going on right now. What do you need to do every single time you have someone signed up in your business? What do you need to help them do so that they can also earn? You need to help them activate their bonus. You need to help them activate their earnings so that they can maximize this opportunity. So how best can you create success in your business? You have to also become a brand ambassador of your opportunity. You're running this business and people around you don't know about it. You're a secret agent. You're not even doing your big announcement. You've not done your contact recommendation. You're not using the SMO. You're not doing the activities. You're just sitting down waiting for things to happen. No business is built in that way. You need to get involved. You need to ask questions. You need to be curious. You need to be willing to learn and to grow with this opportunity, right? You're running this business and you're using my toothpaste in your house. You're running this business and you're using which one again? McLean's. You're running this business and you're using other brand of products. You need to be the product of your product. You need to use our product. You need to be the product of the product. Or somebody's looking at you, I love your skin. I love this. You're referring them to, actually, I have this range of supplements that I use every day. And ever since I've been using this, it actually helps. I don't use any particular cream, but I do a combination of C247 and Coledos every single day. And that's what is reflecting in my skin. Guess what will happen? Are there people who might be interested in joining your business just because of that? Yes. But when you're not using the product, you won't have the confidence to share the experience of what is happening in your life because of that product. So what is the single reason why we say we don't sell, we don't market, we don't convince? It is very simple. We want you to get the product, we want you to use the product, and we want you to be the product of the product. Everybody who uses our product has one or two things to point to say, this is what happened when I was using this product. This is the changes I noticed in my life when I was using those products. So be a product of the product. Very important. And then know the tools available for you to run your business and use those tools. Know the tools, use the tools. Have the tools, use it. Make it available for your team. A tool you don't know how to use, you would definitely not make use of it. Or a tool you don't even know that it is in existence, you would deny your people access to that. So what are the tools that we've made available to enable you run this business and dominate? We have the SMO checklist. We have the DMO, the daily method of operation. The SMO is the standard method of operation. It shows you what to do, how to do it, and the exact quantity to do that. We have the incubator platform. We have the masterclass. We have the confab. We have the business, our system, right? We have the business launch. We have contact recommendation. We have our induction, the ED 3.0 induction. We have so many tools we have designed to enable you run this business effectively and get results. We have the 444 worksheet, right? How many of these tools are you aware of? We have different projects that is designed to put you in a place of authority, to enable you, at any point in time you're talking to someone about this business, you're not talking as someone who is disturbing someone. Rather, you are talking with some level of confidence, as someone who has come to save this person's life, as someone who has come to add value in this person's life. What tools do you know exist in this business? I will always say this: if you have a team of people who are new in this business and they are confused, they don't know what to do every single day, you're the reason why they are confused. Because we have as many tools as possible. In fact, the SMO checklist, the incubator platform, the master classes is designed in such a way that it keeps them busy every single day. And as you walk them through that process, they are naturally navigating towards understanding the business the way it is, the way we run it as a connected economy model. So how many many tools do you know exist within our organization? When someone signs up in your business, how many tools do you know that you can actually use this to help those person get results? Now, I need everybody to do an assessment here after the cell meeting this morning. How many people, how many contact recommendation calls have you processed over the past 1 month? How many sign-up did you get from there? If you don't have the capacity to work with your people and help them get results from this tool, it will put you in a place of disadvantage. So what do you need to do? Do a personal assessment. How many contact recommendations have I processed in the past 1 week? How many people signed up in those contact recommendations? What do I need to do to improve my skills? What do I need to do to learn how to prepare a new distributor so that when we do 50 contact recommendations, at least we'll get 1 sign up, at least. What do I need to do? Who do I have to become? So that when I process 300 contact recommendations, I can comfortably get 10 sign-ups from it. You need to do this assessment to help yourself become that person that can help your people create the results they want. So let your people know the tools available, let them have it, put it into their hands, and work with them to ensure that they maximize these tools to be able to create the success that they truly desire in this business. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of today's meeting. The question to you this morning is, how effective are you using the tools that has been made available? You see, so many people go on and on and on and on, moving around, and all they are doing is, they're looking for shortcuts. They're looking for how to do this thing. The leaders have created this tool for a reason. There were several errors. There are several, as in trying, do it this way, it didn't work, do it that way, it didn't work. And then when the tools are handed over to you, how are you promoting it? Some people go as far as delaying their success, like there is a particular already existing system, and then for you to use it, you have to alter it. You're delaying your success, you're delaying the success of your people. These tools are effective the way they are. In fact, before the masterminds approve any tool to say, this is a system, this is contact recommendation system, that system has been tested and trusted. So it is not within your responsibility to go and start altering already existing system. So whatever it is you're thinking, you have proven results from that system. Have you used it? Can you point to any success that has been created from that particular system you want to use? If there is no success, why waste your time? Why waste the time of your downlines? Why put yourself in that place of disadvantage where you're trying to take a very long route when there is already established way for you to follow and get the result? Think about it. So who do I need to become to be able to use those tools to help me create the results that I'm looking for? Who do I need to become to help my team to create this success while using those tools? Please, I need everybody to do this assessment and forward it in the workbook. How many people have you called? How many contact recommendations have you processed over the past 1 week? How many people signed up from those contact recommendations? How many people have you helped to do their brand launch? How many people have you helped? How many results has come from that? And then ask yourself, what are the gaps? If there's a person I need to become to be able to process 50 contact recommendations in 1 week and get results, who do I need to become? Who is that person? Who do I need to become to be able to create those results for myself? So do this and post your assessment in the group so that we can help you cover the gap. And of course, we have videos that can help you watch and understand the concept of contact recommendation. So with this, I think it's time to take question and answer. If you have any question, go over to the comment section and share. If you have any question, go over to the comment section and share. If you have any question, go over to the comment section and share. If you don't even understand what we mean when we're talking of tools, when we're talking of systems to use, to deploy, to expand your business and to make as much money you prefer, go over to the comment section and share. Let's help you. Let's help you. So the best way to start is with the highest entry point. So I know somebody is thinking, what if they say they don't have money? Let them start first. Connect them to someone who can explain the importance. Connect them to someone that can help them have that great, deeper insight as regards to why they have to start with the highest package. And then let them make their decision on their own. Okay? So thank you very much. Let's take questions at this point.